Today, we're diving into what happens when you drink ginger and turmeric every day for just 14 days. We'll cover the science, the results people actually see, and the one mistake almost everyone makes that stops these from working. Stick around because at the end, I'll share the exact recipe and ratio that scientists found works best. Most people take one or the other. Maybe you pop a turmeric pill for joint pain or drink ginger tea when your stomach feels off. But research from 2022 shows we've been doing it wrong. These two don't just work similarly, they actually boost each other's effects. It's like having a friend spot you at the gym. Alone, you can lift pretty well. Together, you can lift way more. Scientists call this synergy, and when they tested different combinations, they found something wild. The magic ratio is 5 parts ginger to 2 parts turmeric. Yeah, I was surprised too. You think turmeric would be the star here with all the hype around curcumin, but ginger actually does the heavy lifting in this partnership. Here's why they work so well together. Ginger is your fast responder. Within 30 to 60 minutes of drinking it, compounds called gingerols hit your bloodstream. They target the same pain pathways that ibuprofen does, so you get quick relief. Turmeric is your long game player. Its active compound curcumin works on a deeper level. It targets something called NF-kappa B, which is basically your body's master inflammation switch. Turmeric stops that switch from turning on in the first place. So ginger handles the immediate stuff, turmeric handles the chronic stuff. Speed plus endurance. That's why you need both. All right, let's talk about what actually happens when you start drinking this daily. Days 1 through 3, the digestive reset. This is usually the first thing people notice. Ginger is what I call the mover. It literally speeds up how fast your stomach empties. If you deal with bloating, that heavy feeling after meals, or occasional nausea, ginger fixes that within 30 to 60 minutes. Meanwhile, turmeric is working on your gut lining. It's strengthening the barrier that keeps bad stuff out of your bloodstream. You might not feel this happening, but it's laying the groundwork for everything else. One warning though, if you're not used to these spices, start small. Some people get mild heartburn in the first few days. That usually goes away as your body adjusts. Days 4 through 7, energy and inflammation. By day 4 or 5, something shifts. People report feeling less sluggish in the afternoon. Here's why. Both of these reduce overall inflammation in your body. Think of inflammation like background noise. You don't realize how loud it is until it stops. When that constant inflammatory signal quiets down, your body isn't working as hard just to maintain itself. Result? More energy. Days 8 through 14, pain and recovery. This is where it gets really interesting. By week 2, you're hitting the therapeutic threshold. In one clinical trial, people with knee arthritis took turmeric and ginger for 4 weeks. They compared it directly against naproxen. That's prescription-strength pain medication, not baby aspirin. The results? The ginger-turmeric group had the same reduction in pain markers as the drug group. Same pain relief, but without the stomach problems that NSAIDs cause. Another study looked at muscle soreness after workouts. You know that feeling where you can barely walk 2 days after leg day? Turmeric reduced the markers of muscle damage, meaning faster recovery. It wasn't just masking the pain, it was actually helping the tissue heal. Blood sugar and metabolism. Here's something most people don't know. These spices work on your blood sugar and cholesterol too. Turmeric does something wild. It actually prevents baby fat cells from becoming mature fat cells. It limits fat tissue expansion. At the same time, ginger acts like a furnace, increasing how fast you burn fat. Human studies show that taking these regularly reduces LDL, bad cholesterol, triglycerides, blood pressure, and increases HDL, good cholesterol. We're not saying throw away your medications, but this is creating a better overall environment in your body. Okay, this part blows my mind every time. Turmeric increases something called BDNF, brain-derived neurotrophic factor. Scientists literally call this fertilizer for your brain. It helps your brain grow new connections and protects existing ones. Low BDNF is linked to depression and Alzheimer's. By boosting it, you're physically protecting your brain structure. But there's another way these work on mood, the gut-brain connection. About 90% of your serotonin, your happiness chemical, is made in your gut, not your brain. When ginger and turmeric reduce gut inflammation and improve your microbiome, they're indirectly telling your brain to chill out. Multiple studies show curcumin can reduce anxiety and depression symptoms. There's even a theory now that depression is partly an inflammatory disease. Cool down the inflammation, improve the mood. Here's the catch with turmeric. Your body is terrible at absorbing it. On its own, less than 1% gets into your bloodstream. Your liver sees it as a toxin and tries to get rid of it immediately. So how do we fix this? 3 ways. Add a pinch of black pepper. It contains piperine, which stops your liver from breaking down curcumin. This increases absorption by 2,000%, not 20%, 2,000. This is where the synergy comes back. Ginger helps curcumin get into your cells by blocking the pumps that would normally kick it out. Ancient Ayurvedic medicine figured this out thousands of years ago. And fat. Curcumin is fat-soluble. Take it with coconut oil, olive oil, or a fatty meal. The fat carries it into your system. Alright, here's what you actually need to do. Grate about 1 teaspoon of fresh ginger, or just use half a teaspoon of ginger powder if that's what you've got. Add half a teaspoon turmeric, a tiny pinch of black pepper, don't skip it, it helps the turmeric work, and 1 teaspoon of coconut oil or a quick splash of milk. Pour in hot water, give it a good stir, and let it sit for about 5 minutes. If you want it sweeter or fresher, add a little honey or a squeeze of lemon. Drink it while it's still warm. You can have this once or twice a day, whatever feels good for your body. If supplements are more your thing, here's how to keep it simple and safe. First, look for a supplement that has both ginger and turmeric in it. Check the label and make sure it also includes black pepper or piperine. That's what helps your body actually absorb the turmeric. For dosing, a pretty standard range is 500 to 1,000 milligrams of turmeric, paired with about 2 to 3 grams of ginger. No need to go mega dose crazy here. More isn't better. Now, a few quick safety things you should know. Important stuff. If you're on blood thinners, talk to your doctor first. Ginger and turmeric both thin the blood a little. If you have gallstones, it's best to skip turmeric altogether since it stimulates bile. If you're on diabetes meds, keep an eye on your blood sugar. These can lower it. And try to stay under 4 grams of ginger per day, otherwise you might end up with heartburn. Not fun. Easy, effective, and smart. That's the goal. So let's recap. This is what usually happens when you drink ginger and turmeric every day for 14 days. Days 1 through 3, your digestion feels smoother and that bloated, heavy feeling starts to chill out. Days 4 through 7, you've got more energy and your body just feels less inflamed overall. Less stiffness, less ugh. Days 8 through 14, a lot of people notice less pain, faster recovery, better blood markers, and even some brain protective benefits. Just don't forget the 5-to-2 rule. More ginger than turmeric, always add black pepper, and have it with some fat so your body can actually use it. Try it for 2 weeks, and pay attention. Your body will tell you if it's working. If you found this helpful, go ahead, hit that like button and subscribe. Drop a comment and let me know if you're going to try this challenge. See you in the next video.